Welcome to Park from the Doghouse, Episode 2, May 25th, 2021. We're going to cover a couple topics, some NBA playoff updates, a lot of big games today, so go over those, some bets for the upcoming days, some little sports news we got for you, science and world news I got, so we're going to cover a little bit of everything today. The posts have been down on Facebook a little bit. My phone broke, so had a little boating incident. There's this big ass spider on the boat. Tried to kill it. I used my phone, of course, and got to upgrade. But let's get started off with Bucks beat the Heat up tonight to go up 2-0. Giannis had 31 points, 13 boards, 6 assists. Drew Holiday with the Bucks had 15 assists. Huge. It's always nice when you can have a point guard who moves the ball around and can really facilitate things. It makes a big difference. Butler and Heat. Jimmy Butler didn't do much. He had 10 points. I think their leading scorer was Dwayne Dedmon with 16, so that's how you know they had an off night. Off night for sure. Smoking some frosted cherry cookies from Loom Cannabis. Check them out. We're working with Club Nirvana too. If you're in the California area for now, if they're limited to California for now. But they also have events everywhere that if one's coming near you, you can check that out and you can go. But if you're a California listener, check out Club Nirvana. Highest quality stuff you can get. Good story behind the company. Check them out for sure. It's a good story. You should check them out. Good product too. It's the main thing. But Jimmy Butler and They didn't do nothing. No output from them. The Nuggets even up the series with the Trailblazers, so that's gonna be an interesting series. A little more interesting than the Bucks and Heat, I think. Jokic and Lillard put up a show. Jokic had 38. Lillard had 42. McCollum was able to, play that role he needed to play with the Trailblazers today. He had 21, but they still came up short. Paul Millsap came off the bench with 15 for the Nuggets, so that's, those bench points add up and they're really important. That was all the playoff games today. Got a couple interesting ones tomorrow. We'll touch on those in a little bit. The Tigers lost today 6-5. It was a close one against the Indians, who are a good, solid team, so cool with that. We're still young, up and coming, but we're looking good. Our offense is actually showing up, which is huge, because last year, man, they were not. We were terrible last year. We had 30-some wins, 100-some losses. It wasn't pretty. So I'm glad to see we're at least in these games. We're almost at 500. We'll see, how the season continues. But MLB bets for the day for May 25th and May 26th. Braves over Red Sox. Acuna Jr. It's so hard to bet against some of these stars in the MLB because they can really change the game with one swing of the bat or one crazy catch, crazy defensive play, or these pitchers throwing no-hitters. It's hard to go against these stars, and Ronald Acuna Jr. think he's going to have a big game. So I'm taking Braves over Boston. Miami over Phillies, which that's going to be a good game. Phillies have a pretty good pitcher in, but Miami has Alcantara, he's been doing all right. He's 2-3, but it's at Miami, so that's what I think is going to be the edge for them. I'm taking Miami over Philly. And then Tigers, I think, are going to cover the spread against the Indians, which is 1.5. So I think we'll, if we lose, it'll be another close one by one. So, but I'm hoping we'll win, of course. A couple NBA bets for tomorrow. A couple big games. I think the Nets are gonna start to take over the series of the Celtics. Their Nets are gonna move up to 2-0. Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to KD, James Harden, Kyrie, when they all are really determined and really putting all their effort in, it's going to be hard to stop them, especially with anybody out the East. Giannis is, that's the best chance, but I'm taking the Suns over the Lakers again. I think they're going to move up to 2-0. I don't know if they're going to win the series. I'd love to see that, but I do think they're going to go up 2-0, and then either LeBron's going to do what LeBron does, or, the Lakers are going to be out of there. So we're going to see what happens with that, how that unfolds. But I'm taking Suns over the Lakers. And then I think Clippers are going to even things up with the Mavs. Mavs are a young team. I just don't see them being too consistent as much as I'd love to see them be consistent. I think they're going to need another star before they make a really deep run. But I think for this game, Clippers are going to even things up with the Mavs. A little bit of sports news. Aaron Rodgers completely dogs the Packers management. So it's looking like more and more every day that Aaron Rodgers is not going to be a Packer this upcoming season. So that's very interesting how that could unfold. The biggest landing spot for him as of right now is Denver. So that's going to be interesting if he goes there. They have a couple good young rookie receivers, and they have a good team. I guess they really need a quarterback, so maybe that'll be the fit. You already know he's gonna do good wherever he goes, no matter what. He's that guy. But yeah, he said Packers management just lost sight of what makes a franchise, and he's not feeling it no more. So he wants out for sure. Lakers just being down to the Mavs is huge. LeBron's he's the vet now. Some people view him as the GOAT. I do not. I think he's one of the best of all time, but to say he's the greatest of all time, I just don't. I think that's MJ holds that spot. He affected people outside of basketball so much more when it comes to bringing basketball just into regular society. I think Jordan, everybody wants a pair of Jordans. Everybody has Jordans. Everybody wears Jordans. Everybody knows Jordan. You can say most of those about LeBron, but not all of them. So that's the difference. I think, Jordan's the GOAT when it comes to basketball for sure. But, with Luka being the young buck, if Dallas figures out a way to get, Lakers out of there, that's going to be interesting, how I don't know. I feel like LeBron will be not happy about that, and I don't blame him. Because I feel like, his team, for as good and as how many stars are on the Lakers, they need to step it up and help LeBron a little bit, honestly. Anthony Davis had 10 points a couple games ago. Like, jeez, oh, Pete, you can't do that. And trust me, Anthony Davis, I'm not saying he's not a dog, because he is. He's, I'm definitely not saying that. That sounds silly. But, yeah, that's just, in my opinion, I don't think that's I think LeBron, I think if he gets knocked out this round, and he doesn't do much next year, we may be seeing the end of LeBron sooner than later. Which, that's going to be crazy. It'll be crazy when LeBron decides to step away. Be a whole different league, for sure. It'll open up a lot of, it'll open up a lot of opportunities for other teams to be able to succeed, because that dude's like a Tom Brady. Wherever he goes, success follows for sure. Jordan Clarkson won Sixth Man of the Year. That was very. That's a I think such an underrated award. People don't really talk about that much, and I think it's cool to know, like, you play, you're not worried about having your name, on the starting lineup or nothing. You're there to help the team and play whatever role is needed of you. And if you're gonna be the sixth man, why not be the best sixth man? I've heard a quote. You're gonna be, if I think it's a Martin Luther King Jr. quote. If God dealt you the hand to where you're a trash man, you might as well be the best trash man on this planet. And that's such a good quote, because we can't all be, the president or astronauts and, whatever. We can't all be that, but whatever you are and whatever you're passionate about, do it, and do it to the best of your ability, for sure. So yeah, I just think whatever role you have in life, just do it to the best of your ability. And that's honors to Jordan Clarkson for getting Sixth Man of the Year. It's a cool award to win. I see a lot of people want the United States to hold Israel accountable for all the violence that's been going on over there. I know this can be a touchy subject, but I don't know. I hope we can figure a way out to solve that problem without, sending anybody over there to possibly lose their life or take anybody's life. My cousin Drew, shout out Drew, he's trained for it. If it comes to that, I have faith, and I know we get the job done. But I'd like us to be able to figure this out in a non-violent way, for sure. Blind man has sight partly restored after pioneering treatment. That's huge, because I can't imagine, especially if you're able to see at all, or it's honestly just as bad if you're never able to see, because just imagine, all the people you see, all the beautiful people around you that you love to see every day, if you couldn't see them. And if we're able to fix that, that's huge. That could affect so many people. Elon Musk says he supports crypto in battle with fiat. So, yeah, crypto's in a huge battle with fiat right now. I don't know how that's going to go. It doesn't surprise me Elon Musk backed crypto, especially if it's against Fiat, another car company, a competitor to Elon Musk. But cryptos, I think, are popping right now. So if you're into that, get on that. Get on cryptos, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. You already know Dogecoin. I'm all about the Doge, so hop on that stuff. Make your money work for you. That's anybody who's successful, their money works for them in more than one way. Trust me. But yeah, I think that's all for this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Like and follow the Facebook page. I'm gonna have an Instagram page coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Possibly some merch for Park from the Doghouse. Check that out. I'll let you know if you like and follow the Facebook page when that's available. So, yeah. Also tune into Inside the Doghouse. New episodes coming soon. So, it's actually an episode with me, my boy Rel. We hit a bunch of interesting topics. It's a really good episode. So do not forget to check that out. Have a good week. Park from the Doghouse. I'll see you next week.